like, do you want to do like an investigational look around?
Yeah. I mean, what can I see?
I don't know. What can you see? Because you're at the really sort of peer out, like
15.
So you look around. You're on what looks like some type of study, and there are bookshelves and other things.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of trinkets and other stuff. So, but there are books in here. So, like, there could be, and then you look down. You looked around and you look down and you realize you've been placed upon something. And that something may be what you were sent here to get. Looks like some type of journal, right? So she wanted, because it has like what looks like a fox head on the cover.
It's not supposed to be a fox head. It's supposed to have an A.
An
Has a circle on the cover.
Okay. But it looks like this has a fox head on it.
It's good to know she likes to play people.
But you don't have to take magic, or well, of course you wouldn't really get out of the prism right now. Of like,
am I able to cast anything outside of this prison?
I don't know. It's a good chance to do it. So, but knowing, like, using your passive intelligence, I would say that more likely that she hit she's always given half truths or sort of lies. So it might be hidden.
I even done insight whenever she said that, and you said I sense no malice.
She sensed no malice.
Keeps it here.
That's your stuff?
Yeah, but I'll move it there, or you can move it.
Alright, so using my insight
Here
what?
or there?
You can
So
sit there.
it's
I'll just move
like
my jacket.
it's probably it's like
Yes, sir.
the true contents of the book probably need to be revealed.
Probably. So, let's see if I cannot.
Remember, you're dealing with the demon. They're really good about knowing like truth and lies. So more likely she didn't.
Oh no, I have to shoot somebody in the face right off the jump.
So she didn't.
Session.
Yeah, one session. So she probably told you enough so the Drider wouldn't know it. So think about the name of the place.
Yeah. That's a lot.
You can't lie about stuff that you don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, part of it.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously, this demon knew everything. So, but anyway, I'm gonna attempt to cast Unseen Servant outside of this.
Okay. So all right. So Unseen Servant is what? Within 30 feet.
60.
60 feet. It should pop up. Yes, I'll let Unseen Servant.
Okay. So Unseen Servant, so it can pop up. Okay.
Okay.
So
it can pick up stuff, right?
yes.
So like I said, you're definitely under the weight limit now.
Under the white line?
Yeah, like you're in this little prism. You're just like you weigh as much as the gym does.
Okay. So
Because what? How much it can it pick up?
uh,
I know it's got a limit. It couldn't pick you up, but
10 pounds.
yeah, no, it has a strength of 2. So that's what, 30 pounds?
yeah. So but
It's
but,
15 pounds per point.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I know that Mage Hand's only 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like you in this form, it can pick up.
Okay.
And the book.
So, looking around, me looking around, and do I see the names of any of the books that are lying around?
Like I said, you're still in the prism.
Well, I know, but I can peer through the prism. Can I not?
So they none of them have words on them, but they all have symbols.
Okay, what are the symbols that are on some of these?
You know, there's various things.
Yeah, I see.
Like some have letters, some have other stuff.
Do I know of any of these that might actually break this soul gem? That might contain a spell that would break this soul gem.
You know, probably a wizard could break it from the outside.
From the outside. So I don't see anything that I can read, and then from the outside
It's like,
speak from the
yes. So
inside to shatter.
if only you could get back to Presto,
Yeah. So
or Shemeska herself could
Okay.
probably break it.
So seeing all of this.
Do you want to dispel magic on the book to see if there's any magic on the book to see if that's actually the book with the circle?
I mean, maybe in a second.
I'm assuming the servant has both you and the book.
I mean, you picked me up so far, but I haven't touched any of that. Got a ritual. So I'm gonna cast detect magic again and see if I sense any magic within this room.
Okay. Well, almost every book has some type of magic on it. Of course, you see there's soul gems in here, or the gems, you know, that for lack of better words, I'm saying soul gem, but they might not necessarily be like just again. They don't just have souls; they actually have people in them.
So, is there any of these gems that do they still look alive? Are there people inside?
Yeah, everybody, like they're all alive. Like everything in here
Is alive.
is alive. So there are hundreds, if not thousands, of unique things here.
Okay. So within this study, does it happen to look like there's a bag of holding laying around anywhere?
No, but you remember that the demon had what looked like a bag on his hip.
The demon does. Do I see the demon right now?
He left.
He left.
He put you and he's left.
Left the house entirely.
He left the room that you're in. He took you over.
So I mentally instruct the unseen servant to. Is the door to this study open or closed?
It's closed.
So. Is there a keyhole or a peephole or anything like that through this door?
Oh, you wanna like put
Mhm.
you want the servant to put you up
Yes.
to go because you're small enough to look through any hole.
Exactly.
You go through and you see a lot of the room that you were in. There's nothing there. The table, you know, there's at the far end of it. You can see like the table and a bunch of other stuff. And of course, you see many of these soul being prisms. These type of gems.
Alright, so.
You don't see anything through there.
But I don't. Can I see the entire room?
For the most part, except up against the door, you can't see them. Logically, you probably wouldn't be like
Yeah. Well, I mean,
and you saw how big
that
thing-
demon's so big.
Yeah, you saw how big the demon was.
Okay, so I instruct unseen servant to lay me back down, and then open the door.
Okay, so
That way it looks as if I've never moved. I'm speaking to unseen servant telepathically, asking what it sees in the room because it's invisible. So
Yeah, so it's not. The place does have defenses, but none of those. Okay. It's like just so far it's empty rooms. Like there's a bunch of lounges, and again there's tons of decorations of all these gyms.
of all these gyms.
Yeah, so there's sometimes columns of it. There's sometimes almost like, oh look, there's like plants made of them. Like that sort of look like
Just
plant.
decorations everywhere.
Yeah, it's just
Okay. So I ask it to move up to 60 feet away from me, no further, to check the rest of the house.
Alright, well, it's near the table now
Okay.
that you got
Okay.
that
So-
you got enveloped in.
So is there anything around, any type of bag or anything like that? I mean,
The table's empty now. There's no food on it.
no food. And no traps, nothing that it's triggered.
No, it's not going.
Which I'm-
It's not going.
Alright, so I instruct it to come back and pick me up.
Okay. So now we see this little gem. Like you got used. Are you picking anything else up?
Not yet, because I don't want to trigger anything. So, casting. Can I cast Mage Hand through the?
Unseen servant's just there. It's not concentration.
It's
right?
not concentration.
So it's there. So
Unseen servant is
yeah,
there.
So you can do mage hand
Okay.
because it
So-
requires concentration though.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
it does.
mage hand
Yeah.
requires concentration.
So, no, it's just an hour. That's not. No concentration.
No. Maybe that was the bigger one.
Yeah, Bigsby's hand
Bigsby's
is-
requires concentration.
So cast Mage Hand and have Mage Hand to pick the book up that
Okay.
I was resting on, and I had Mage Hand to open it.
Okay. The book won't open.
Oh, it won't
It's
open.
like magically
Magically
sealed.
sealed. So,
So a knock spell would probably open it.
yeah. And so, am I detecting anything from the book? And do I detect like
One thing is you're in the shell. Sadly, you can't really. It lets you cast out, but you're not getting much out through the prism.
that book? A lot more books within this library. I need out of this thing.
Looks like you can send stuff out, but you're not able to send stuff in. It's probably your.
It's probably something I want to do. Alright, so I'm gonna ask the servant to take me within the other room.
Okay, so I think we're representing you. you're there.
The chair that I sat in, do I see anything there?
There is an empty. You now notice that there is an empty gem on the bottom. All the chairs there have empty gems.
Alright, so since nobody's here, I want to investigate the entire room.
Okay. Well, like I said, it's almost all. They're almost all gems. You know, that room. You know, there's floors. There's nothing really there. There's mosaics. Like I said, everything's mosaics, and everything you look has someone in it. Someone or something in it.
Is the door leading to the little hallway, or
It's closed.
can it be opened?
You asked the.
No,
do you do
I
with
asked.
your
I mean,
no,
I
no,
asked. Oh well. Okay.
Just
So
say it's closed.
I wanted to walk up to it and let me look through the hole.
There's no.
There's no hole.
There's no hole. It's just like there's little double doors.
Okay. So I asked the unseen servant to try and open
Now,
it.
you still have mage hand out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So you push it open.
Yep.
Right. It opens up.
It opens up. Okay. Do I see anything in this room?
No, this is the room you came in.
So there's nothing in there.
So, but you happen now to notice again, like there's columns of souls, like these mosaics all over the place. Where you thought they were just shiny gems, they got different colors and based sort of on the colors of the soul. The funny thing is, you've now noticed that yours is clear. Everyone else has colors. Everyone's like mosaics.
And I asked what I seen in this room whenever I walked in.
They just look like. See now that you were that, you'd probably ponder whether or not you could even have seen them until you were like you couldn't have seen them until you were in the gym. There's some windows outside, like I said, that you can see the abyss, or like whatever level of the abyss this is.
This is not really a place I want to be entering.
He said, "Oh, this is official."
So I see nothing within any of this
Like this-
entire house that I
This house is nothing but a prison, or could be known as the House of Liars.
Would you do?
Yeah, but you are the only gem that's not colored.
So using do I know why they are colored and I'm not?
Not right now. You want to make some guesses, insights?
Because I didn't lie.
I'd say that's a pretty good guess.
So how am I encased in a gem when I didn't lie?
Right. Anyone can encase in a gem. The question is,
So what colors are they?
everything in the rainbow, but you're clear. Like there's reds and greens and blues. It's like it's all
I was just trying to figure out.
Was there a couple little white ones? Little white ones?
What, like for white lights? No.
I was just trying to figure out if there was a color coordination.
It's like I said, like before you just came through, like these are just like small little gems. Like you were very small. I would like say there's like thinking it was like the whole place is filled with D20s.
I figured that, but
And they're just it's all colors of the rainbow type thing, and they're not really patterns, but like when you look, they just these columns of this sort of shiny gems. But you're able to see the souls of this place now now that you're inside of one.
I can see your soul.
So I keep saying soul, but they're just like you. It's not just the soul. It didn't like rip some of the soul out.
It's just a.
Yeah, the only thing else is like there's some hanging silks and stuff, you know, but nothing solid.
Nothing solid. Okay, so I have Mage Hand and Unseen Servant to take me back in the room of books, the study room.
Okay. You go there unimpeded.
There's got to be something within these books that will assist us in getting out of here.
I already told you you need to get to a wizard.
Yeah, I know, but get out of here. I mean, going through the abyss is probably bad news.
Well, but the funny thing is, most doors go two ways.
Yeah, but opening that door back up is probably going to lead us into the abyss. But that's my
So
guess.
without the key. So I want to remind you, remember, knowing the name of this place was the key, not the fact that you knew where it led was the key.
So, knowing.
So usually they're like one portal with it's not like you have two keys for each side of the door.
Mm-hmm.
Because you are sort of a portal, you know portal stuff, so I'm gonna tell you that much.
Yeah, portals are one of my specialties. Still, I mean, checking these books. How many books are in here?
Hundreds.
So this, I need to make sure that I'm getting the right book. So the one that appears that has the circle on it.
Well, none of them so far that still had a circle on it. There's one with a fox head.
Oh, with the fox head.
Yeah, I asked if you wanted to see if you could dispel illusion or do something.
I'll see if I can try some dispel magic on the book.
Okay.
I'll see if it works.
Okay. So you do dispel magic, and it's like does it do an area or just a one, or you have to do it on one thing?
Yeah, one creature, object, or magical effect.
Oh, magical effect.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to or you want to do an item, or you want to actually see if it's actually some type of illusionary
illusion?
spell?
So I'll try.
Because if you do like an illusionary spell,
then it could dispel all.
it could
dispel all.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and see if I can dispel illusion.
Okay. So is there a roll or anything to that, or does it actually blow it up?
Choose one. Any ongoing spell level 3 or lower on the target, then it ends. Any one that is level 4 or higher, I have to make an ability check.
Alright, do an ability check. It's something that you're doing it on the brain,
Yeah.
right? To see if it's major or...
So spell casting ability. That's a 21.
Okay. Yeah, I got it, because it was an 18. Using it. So the whole room shifts and changes, and it's not so pretty as it was. Like there are body parts, and there's lots of stuff hewed around. Like there are still books. There are a couple books now. It's definitely not a library. So now what it is actually like you've seen basically like a torture chamber, or someone that may be even making golems or other type of things. There are 3 books on the table.
Okay.
So there is a book with a circle. There is a half moon going to the left and a half moon going to the right book. But there are 3 books on the table.
Is there any way for me to decipher what the other 2 books are? The half moon.
Because you still, like your servant still can't keep them open.
Okay. So there's one with a circle, one with a half moon, and one.
Yeah, there are 2 half moons, one going left, one going right.
Okay.
Because once Charlie gets here, we'll finish.
Alright, so peering around the rest of the room, what do I mean,
It's
out this way.
oh, that way's still fine.
That
So
way's still
like-
fine, so
like
it's
every-
just in here.
It's just in there. It's off to it's a little off to the side study.
Okay. So there's Charlie. I'll instruct the unseen servant to pick all 3 books up.
Yeah. So wait.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would only assume they're
Now
pound a piece
they're
or
not like
something.
massive books.
So, alright, so pick all 3 books up, pick me up, and let's
I did it.
see if we can get to the exit door.
Okay. So you get to the door and you open it up and it's just to the abyss, just opening it.
Just opening it. Do I really want to go into the abyss?
No.
Or do I
But again,
want to go?
So you know that's a portal door. So do you know the?
I mean, I'm going to say, well, if I can't do something else, let me see if I've got this spell. That does not work right there.
You start hearing sounds.
Alright, so, oh my goodness.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time talking about names and stuff. So
There's too many names to remember.
so you hear someone yell. It's like, where are my books?
Let's go. So, disturb any of the statues, so.
Didn't say anything about the statues.
I don't know, I'm just saying.
So you hear the demon walking through the house.
Dadgummit. What's the name of the fortune something, what?
What, Fortune's Wheel?
Yeah, Fortune's Wheel.
But does that take you where the portal? You're not going to be in two different locations. It's like you need to get back to where the other side of the door is. The portals don't move. Where were you at?
The ladies' district. Ladies' ward. That was.
So,
I mean, ladies' wards.
so the driver's there. The door's closed. The demon's there. He sees you. He's at the door. Do you just say ladies' ward and go through it? Is that where you want to go?
I mean, that's the only. Really?
Roll history right quick. So it's coming your way.
That's 18.
18. You go through, and so you're thinking, yeah, I'm in the ladies' ward, but the last place I was 18. I was in the nobles district.
Okay. So it would
ladies,
be the nobles district.
Yeah, ladies' ward, noble district.
Yeah.
It's like, so do dexterity. He's trying to grab you.
The dex isn't on me. That's really high.
You're very small.
Yeah. 15.
So fails grab you as the servant goes through the door.
I mean, he couldn't even see the servant, but he could see me.
He's grabbing you.
Yeah.
So you are out in gym form, but Presto does not see you.
But unseen servant's still there. So.
Unseen servant there.
I'll instruct unseen servant to pick me up and place me in front of his face.
So you're sitting there, and Presto's trying to get back into the house. So the little gym's right there. So Presto's like swats you away like he's trying to swat you away like a fly. I'm assuming that he's like.
3 minutes ago.
So let me. Ooh, that's rolled a 1 on perception.
Seems like it.
So he's like in like this rage, he's like beating on the door, trying to get back in. He screams out, like, "I'll go get help." It's like he said, "Hold on, I'll go get help."
Hey, Presto.
No sound gets out of it.
That's what I was afraid of. So.
But Presto's about to go get help.
So I'm going to have unseen servant to grab a hold of him.
Hold of Presto.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as he takes off running, we're just running with him. I mean, it's not like unseen servant can.
Well, you can ask him to put him in his pocket or do something.
Yeah, I know, but for now, but.
Okay. Alright, so unseen servant is going. It's like is heading with Presto. Where Presto's going, we don't know. And we will find out next time. But you have your books. And Presto will hopefully at some point be smart enough to realize that there's something there. Because again, you all could not see that there were things in the gems when you weren't a gem.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you're also a clear gem.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a piece of glass.